The Santa Ana wind so prevalent this time of year, they rolled through and they left us with bright, clear skies here in Los Angeles, California. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
35-yard line.
To throw, here's Nix. This one complete. It's Rashee Rice. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the Rams sit 5-3 now on the year. And they come in playing some pretty decent football, 5-3 over their last 8.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 1st down Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. They'll go play action with Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. You look at this Niner defense. This unit 3rd best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now they've got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
To throw is Nix. That is caught. He's got the 1st down and more. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Rashee Rice, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. won't quite make it to the 25. Looking to put a drive together. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They go play action here on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down on the sack. Well, the very first thing they told us, Charles, was we need to apply pressure early, and I would call that early pressure a nice sack to start the game.
And on the other sideline, I just have this image in my mind of the head coach on the headset with the offensive coordinator asking him if that's exactly what he saw in his mind when he called that play. And if so, is it going to be like this all day? That's a tough one right there.
8 yards on the run there, and that trims it to a 3rd and 11 coming up.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Operating from the gun, Langford. And that is incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now a handoff running through the middle. And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Nix to the air. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And bulldozing his way through. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Fourth down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. Working out of the gun is Nix. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll bring up a second down in just a couple. Now it's Nix. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, it certainly appears that they're going to try and keep getting him the football. That's the third time they've looked in his direction. Unfortunately, haven't completed one yet, but I'm not sure they're going to shy away from him. They feel like they've got something there, and they want to capitalize on it.
I think you're right. We're only in the first quarter, so a lot of opportunities ahead. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the... Close fist to the referee, and that means 4th down.
It's 4th down and less than a yard.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. This will be caught at about the 5. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Throwing Nix. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Rashee Rice with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Rams have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he returns this to the 22. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. They'll start this drive out on the ground, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. You talk about this Rams defense. They're just below the cut line for top half of the league, 17th in the NFL against the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Stokes. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's 2nd down.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Open man, the former Gator, it's Ricky Pearsall. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 35. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And they'll send the tight end in motion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 18 yards there, down to the 18, and a 1st down.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Back to throw. Langford. Pass caught by Pearsall. Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
But there wasn't much there with that hitch route. They didn't gain what they expected. But sometimes when you call a hitch, you really don't have an alternate to go to. You don't have a second route to throw it to. So sometimes you have to rifle in there and hope for the best.
2nd down and 8. Now they'll change things around before the snap. Back to throw again. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll look to throw again. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. And his kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he watched that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Nix. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. They'll get this out to the flat for ETN. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 36. Again, he'll drop to throw. Pass complete there to Nakua. Just a gain of a couple there. And it'll be 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back to the air with Nix. And he slings one that's incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Touchdown, LA! Rashee Rice on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Rams are able to add on to that lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Rams 21, 49ers 3. Joshua Carney to kick off for the Rams.
The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. Pacheco gets it again on second down. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
3rd and 4.
Let's go. Right, 38. Ready?
Operating from the gun, Langford. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the first down.
Set, ready, set, green, yellow, 22. Ready?
They'll run on first down. Stokes. He'll take this to the 46.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
From the 46, here's a 2nd and 7.
Let's go now. Room 32.
Looking to throw. Langford. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And while all of that was going on, we have an injured player out there in need of some attention. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down.
Yellow, 43.
Back to throw. Langford. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
His 48-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
And 9.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 48-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9. To throw, here's Nix. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Travis Etienne, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Rams continue to pull away here in this first half.
You get in a 2nd and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with the score where it is, even though I think they'd love to get back to the locker room, they may be forced to try and get something out of this drive. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
The first catch of the game for George Kittle. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
First down, San Francisco.
Here we go. Here we go. 60 reps. 60 reps. Set.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He'll get that complete to Franklin. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
50 green. Ready.
Looking to throw. Langford. That's complete to Pearsall. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and they will remain well behind. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go, set. 52, boom. Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Come on, set. Move, 32. Cut, cut.
Back to throw. Langford. That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll leave them with 3rd and a full yard to go. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Let's go. Yellow, 22. Ready?
On 3rd down, it's Pacheco. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
33, yellow. Chop, 17. Hut, hut.
Now a play fake here on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. He'll get just a yard on the scramble and 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29.
Set, ready. Fight, 97. Set.
Operating from the gun, Langford. Now he's going to step up and run. That is caught by Stewart. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long.
10 black.
Operating from the gun, Langford. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, on his groupie to try the field goal. on the right hash. Officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. And they will remain well behind. Now listen, now no kick from 50-plus is a gimme, but here you're indoors in a dome. You'd think ideal conditions.
Yeah, and it's one that he would expect himself to make, not just us expecting him to make it. Over the years, my theory is very simple. The athletic ability of kickers continues to get better and better. Check their backgrounds. They were all county, all state, at other positions, not just soccer players. These guys expect themselves to be great as well.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hold on, son. Teamwork. Ready.
To throw is Nix. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Kill.
Nix to the air. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Oh, they're changing this at the line. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
They go play action here on 1st down. Complete to Stewart, right side. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Looking to put a drive together.
Ready. 50, green. Set.
A give right side for Pacheco. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 74 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Now that's a big-time run. Lightning in a bottle, forget it. He exploded out of the bottle for that type of a pickup.
Blue 32. Ready?
On 1st down, it's Stokes. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
50 red.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Franklin. So the pitch and catch good for 11. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Looking to throw. Langford. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th.
45, White. Ready?
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. On the right side, this is Austin with a catch. He cannot wiggle free. They stop him at the line on 4th down. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Nix. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So they'll get nothing out of that play. 3rd and 7 now.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for, because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. Touchdown, L.A. Puka Nacua, 56 yards. And the Rams will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
Yellow, 43. Hut.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
This is 2nd and 8.
Set, ready. Yellow, 22.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Here we go. 53. Ready?
Back to throw. Langford. Throw left side complete. That's Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The first-round pick looking comfortable in this offense. First down.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
10 black. Ready.
Off play action. Langford. That's taken in by Franklin. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Back-to-back plays of right around 30 yards, and the field position has totally been flipped. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And now an audible here into something else. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
Switch. Come on. Set. Red. 38. Set.
Headed straight. It's Pacheco. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Isaiah Pacheco. 15 yards. And the Niners are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that will cut this lead down to 25. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I
we share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones, and it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
Nick's going to tap this forward. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Just a couple on the ground there, and that's going to bring up 3rd and about 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing Nix. And that will be incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, You can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Ready, set.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Throwing to start the drive. Langford. It's caught. It's Stewart. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it's second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Second down and 4.
Ready. 60 red. 60 red. Ready.
Looking to throw. Langford. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. They're looking at third and a few inches.
Drill. 52.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, San Francisco.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. It'll go as a gain of 4. And it'll be second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Second and 6. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
Got a man, it's De'Ami Brown, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10.
Set. Ready. 10 black. Ready.
Back to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Down. Black 40.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Franklin. They get 6. That'll leave them with third and 4. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Ready.
They'll look to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have a 49ers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down back at the 26-yard line. Nick Scorton able to use that strength to get him for a loss of 2. A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12.
32.
Back to throw. Langford. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12.
Ready.
Operating from the gun, Langford. And he's got this one complete to Stewart. And he'll be stopped short of the first down right around the 18-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
60 red. 60 red. Set, huh?
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So it's the Rams here that take home the W, and it was thanks in part to their man under center, their veteran quarterback.
Yeah, I thought he was brilliant today, Brandon. He had 4 touchdown passes, and it felt like whatever the defense threw at him, he had a counter. He was just playing with confidence all afternoon long.
So for the Rams, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Los Angeles, so long, everybody.